Sige po, alin na kayo at pakinggan natin yung prioritize natin yung report ng institutions, ang Board of Pensions, PCC Treasurer, at ang Harris Memorial College. So that sila makapunta din sa ibang komperensya. Kuya Gami, mamaya-maya ka na. Mga kapatid, dali na po kayo dito. Gusto bang mauna ng Haris? Ha? And then, Board of Pensions and PCC Treasurer. Sige po, para pumasok na yung mga diakonisa at saka mga pastor. Yung bang boom, ready na kayo sa report nyo?
Isang mapagpalang umaga po, mga kapatid.
Excuse me. May kopya ba? May kopya? Oh, bakit? Please distribute the copies of the report. Paki-distribute nyo muna so that meron silang CP. Please proceed.
Mapagpalang umaga po, mga kapatid, dito sa Philippines Annual Conference. Ako po si Deaconess Rubilea Lising ng Pampanga Philippines Annual Conference at faculty ng Harris Memorial College. Ako po ang magdadala sa ulat ng President ng Harris dahil po si Dr. Manyabat ngayon ay nasa US at nakikibahagi sa United Methodist Women Quadrennial Assembly. The regular session of the Philippines Annual Conference, Central UMC, Manila, May 23, 2018. Report of Harris Memorial College by Dr. Cristina N. Manyabat, President. To our respected Bishop, Ciriaco Q. Francisco, and supportive wife, Mrs. Tita, and members of this conference, a pleasant and blessed day to all of you. I bring to you greetings from the Board of Trustees and members of the administration, faculty, staff, and students of Harris Memorial College. Highlights on programs and projects. I would like to share with you major highlights on programs and projects of our school. On academic affairs, accreditation resurvey of our preschool and education programs will be held this coming school year 2018-2019. The college's new curriculum reflecting the new general education courses mandated by CHED will be used this school year 2018-2019. DepEd approved additional tracks for senior high school for school year 2018-2019. STEM or the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics for academic track, arts and design track, music and performing arts, Tech Voc track, ICT, and home economics. Honors Day. Last March 2nd, we had our Honors Day with Dr. Zenaida Pilumba as speaker. Out of 69 college students, 41 or 60% received various academic awards. The students, especially those who have not received awards, were challenged to give their best in their studies. Harris application as local CPD provider with PRC is in the process. By God's grace, when approved by PRC, participants to all seminars and conferences that will be sponsored or co-sponsored by Harris will earn credit units for their continuing professional education and development. Graduated students, we have a total of 23 students who graduated on March 26th, 20 students under the deaconess programs, and 3 students under the B.Ed non-deaconess program. Comparative enrollment in the basic education and college departments in the last 2 years. In the basic education department, 198 enrollees in 2015-2016, and 272 in 2016-2017, or an increase of 37.37%. 374 in 2017-2018, or 37.50% increase. In the college department, 122 in 2015-2016, 96 in 2016-2017, or a 21% decrease, 70 in 2017-2018, or 27% decrease. Short-term extension programs. The certificate in professional education, we have 8 enrollees in 2016-2017. In 2017-18, there were 21 in the certificate in early childhood education and 11 in the diploma in Christian education, or an increase of 75%. The major reason for the increase in enrollment is the basic education department is the offering of senior high school starting school year 2016-2017. We have 4 Dumagat senior high school students who study in Harris and stay in the dormitory. There are sponsors from abroad who have been providing for their meals and lodging. By God's grace, coupled with our aggressive promotion and marketing, we pray and hope to get 500 incoming grade 11 students from public schools under the voucher program of DepEd. As of date, we have 168 enrolled incoming grade 11 students, while 331 are pre-registered. In the college department, the main reason for the decrease in enrollment is the full implementation of the K-12 program of the Department of Education starting 2016-2017. Our school continued to accept student deaconesses last school year and this year, despite high cost of education due to small enrollment caused by the reason mentioned earlier. However, we have a total of 32 students taking short-term courses this school year, compared with 8 students last year. 21 students from Makati Hope Christian School are taking CPE, while 11 women workers from Bulpak who took Diploma in Christian Education and joined the college commencement exercises on March 26th. Currently, we have 23 incoming freshman student deaconesses who took the Harris entrance examination. We expect more freshman students to enroll for 2018-2019 as the first graduates of senior high school will be pursuing college or will choose to work. Succeeding Harris entrance examination and interview are done during Harris report to the different annual conferences and on Harris campus on weekdays until this month of May. On student affairs, scholarship, food subsidy, and discount. Out of 58 student deaconesses, 44 or 76% enjoyed either full or partial scholarship amounting to 2,435,449.63 pesos. 42 or 72% availed of food subsidy and discounts on tuition and piano fees amounting to 769 and 120 pesos. And 23 or 40% enjoyed academic merit scholarship amounting to 224,995.97 pesos for a grand total of 3,429,000 1,565.60 pesos. Only 14 students, or 24% of the student deaconesses are being supported by their families. There are 5 students who enjoy full scholarship. On school fees, the total school fees being paid by a student deaconess is 53,697.34 pesos for 26 credit units for a semester. It covers tuition fee, 10,077.34, miscellaneous fees, 11,120, including aircon fee, other fees, 5,950, board and lodging, 15,000, and 11,550 for meals, physical exam, and school uniform to be shouldered by the student's family. The students take 3 meals daily and live in the dorm for 5 months. Majority of the students pay between 10,000 and 15,000 per semester, which covers all school fees. Despite no increase in school fees, Harris increased the salary and benefits of the employees the current school year. The total fees of all students in the basic education and college departments is way below to support the operational expenses of the school. The plan to increase the tuition and selected fees was not pushed through this 2018-2019. It will be done 2019-2020 after 5 years of no increase. Continuing professional development. We have a total of 15 teachers and staff who currently pursue graduate and undergraduate degrees and test the courses. A tenured faculty and a teacher are working on their thesis for their graduate studies. 6 teachers, 1 non-teaching personnel, and a staff are pursuing their graduate studies. 6 staff members are taking bachelor's degree, while another staff has finished NC1 and 2 for her diploma in hotel and restaurant management. Except for the 3 teachers, the rest of the faculty, teachers, and staff support their schooling while serving as breadwinners in their own families. Thank God for their commitment to serve God through Harris. Partnership, networking, linkaging. We are glad and grateful to God for our faithful and generous partners in ministry here and abroad who continue to pray and support our school in its programs and projects. Harris Alumni Association. Projects done, tiling of the Harris Auditorium, and renovation of 2 separate comfort rooms amounting to 505,851.23 pesos. The remaining 300,000 will be used to purchase sturdy chairs for the auditorium. These funds were raised through the leadership of Dr. Chita Milan, immediate past president of the Harris Alumni Association, and other officers. Projects, programs to be done. Renovation of the college library. It will be named Fabro Resource Learning Center in honor and memory of Dr. Prudencia Fabro, the first Filipino director and president of the school. Through the leadership of Ms. Jocelyn Baluyot, current HAA president, we were able to raise 526,012 pesos from the several concerts performed by the Harris Caroliers. This seed money is being used for the library renovation project. By God's grace, and upon approval of our 3 incumbent bishops, we shall have the tarpaulin signature campaign in the different annual conferences through the respective Committee on Deaconess Service as another fundraising campaign for the same project. National Christian Educators Conference. Mrs. Nanita Kalaw, current HAA Treasurer, pledged to donate 100,000 pesos to subsidize the first National Christian Educators Conference to be held this August. It will be co-sponsored by the Harris Alumni Association, Harris Memorial College, the Commission on Deaconess Service, and the Regional Missionary for Asia and the Pacific. Letter of invitation to deaconesses, pastors, school administrators, teachers, laypersons, churches, and interested individuals will be distributed soon. Experts will be invited as resource persons. Alumni, major sponsors, donors, and friends of Harris for provision of scholarship grants to poor but deserving student deaconesses and for supporting the programs and projects of the school. UMW New York will provide full scholarship to an incoming ITA freshman student deaconess from first year till graduation starting 2018-2019. Praise God. And the local churches for observing Harris Sunday with special offering. Facilities and equipment. Projects done last summer. Repaired and repainted the dormitory, both exterior and interior, with $25,000 grant from the UMW Call to Prayer. Purchased and installed curved LED Samsung TV and inverter aircon units in all classrooms in the basic education and college departments and music classrooms to facilitate better, productive, and comfortable teaching learning environment. Some offices were installed with aircon units too. Purchased a new Toyota Hi-Ace replacing the old and defective vehicle for official use of the personnel and the students. Added electrical loading for Meralco for aircon and TV units installed. Project this summer, renovation of the college library. God has been so gracious, so faithful, and so generous to Harris Memorial College. God provides all the needs of our school despite huge deficit. God continues to bless, inspire, and use our partners in ministry, alumni, church-related agencies, local churches, individuals, friends, our board of trustees, PTF and school personnel, fellow workers, and Episcopal leaders through their continuing prayers and financial support. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. To God alone, all praises and glory. Salamat po.
All right. This is a report of Harris Memorial College. Any motion to accept the report? Yes. DS Parcasio. Sounds, please. Sounds number 2. Microphone number 2. Hindi po narinig. I assume that you move for the acceptance of the report. Sige, alright. Any question? Meron po kayong tanong sa report ng Harris? Yes, attorney, ano yung check mic 1, mic 2?
Mike,
Ayun. Si attorney pala
Bispo.
kilala noon eh.
ako lang nakakaano dito.
Yeah, oh.
Karamihan ng observers, katulad ko, ay yung mga problema ng bumaba ang enrollment, tumaas ang gastos. Ang palaging naisip namin, hindi bali, meron naman silang pinagkakitaan. Yung building dito. Anong tawag dyan? Yung project natin?
Times Plaza.
Times Plaza. Na kahit anumang bagyo ang dumating, lumiit man ang enrollment, tumaas man ang gastos, may sandalan ang Harris. Tanong ko, magkano bang naibibigay ng earnings, halimbawa ng Harris, sa pagpapalagad ng eskwelahan? Nagagamit ba? O totally out yung tulong ng gagaling sa kita sa Times Plaza?
Kaya niyo po ba sagutin yun?
Ang alam ko po nagagamit sa program ng Harris, yung una pong tanong, yung pagbaba po ng enrollment ay lalo na po sa college dahil nga po sa 2 years na nagkaroon tayo ng grade 11 and grade 12, kaya ganun po kataas yung decrease sa ating enrollment. Ito pong pangalawang tanong, alam ko po ang mas makakasagot nito ang ating president, pero hindi ko po alam ang exact amount na pumapasok sa ating Times Plaza, pero ito po ay sumusuporta sa Deaconess program natin.
Mga kapatid, ako po'y miyembro ngayon ng board ng Harris and I attended once. Sa report ng finance, ang pumapasok po dito sa Times Plaza ay nagagamit nila sa scholarship kasi malaki yung expenses and almost all students are subsidized. Malaki po yung subsidy na binibigay, especially those who are coming from Mindanao and other parts of the country. They are highly subsidized. So, most of the income of the Times Plaza is used by the school. Don't worry mga kapatid, I requested Harris during our meeting to include the financial report during their annual conference report. And the President promised me, but because the report now is already printed, promise niya po ay next year the report will be attached to the report, the financial report. Sige po, any other question? Yes, sino po? Pakilala nga po kayo.
Si Deaconess Pearl Sagon po from
Okay.
Batangas.
Opo.
Actually po sa Batangas ay meron kaming mga bata na gustong pumasok ng Harris. At ang alam ko po ay ang Harris ay isa sa the best school para sa nagjajakonesa. Ang tanong ko lang po ay meron po ba tayong mga guidelines na sinusunod para sa mga estudyanteng inihahanda natin para makapasok sa pagjajakonesa? Kasi yung pong sa aming sa faith at saka ang alam ko po sa higher ground, sa community pala, ay meron po tayong 2 yata doon at isa po sa amin sa faith, pero wala po kaming alam kung paano po mag-send ng isang estudyante sa Harris.
Meron po tayong guidelines on admission, pero dahil medyo mahaba po ito, mamaya po after ng report, pupuntahan ko po kayo para i-discuss yung lahat ng requirements, kung pwede po iyan.
Yung preparation po, tinatanong nyo, that is the domain of the Deaconess Service in the conference. And they have, part of the report later ay meron po silang included recommendation. Any other question? If none, those who would accept the report of Harris Memorial College, read by Dr. Robilea Lising, taas ang kamay. Salamat po, yung total, ganun din, Iris Dan. Do you have any recommendation?
Opo. Ang unang recommendation po, to allow and support Harris Memorial College and the Harris Alumni Association to raise funds for the library project, Fabra Resource Learning Center, through tarpaulin signature campaign to be distributed to the different annual conferences in the Manila Episcopal area. The donation per box is 500 pesos.
Do you have the tarpaulin now? Do you have the tarpaulin? Wala.
Nahanap ko. Usually po nasa chairperson ng Deaconess Service, kaya lang po tinatry kong hanapin ang chairperson kanina.
Si Deaconess, Irene, wala. Wala, tarpaulin na nakalagay lang yung picture ko na andito. Alright, so that is before you. Yung pong tarpaulin mga kapatid ay fundraising ng Harris yun sa Pablos Memorial
Resource Learning Center po.
Learning Center na ang bawat box ay 500 and in a tarpaulin there are how many boxes yan?
Around
More or less.
50 po, 50 boxes
Mga 50
po.
boxes po. So yun po yung kanilang ina-appeal na allow nyo po sila na gawin yun dito sa PAC through the leadership of the deaconesses.
Bishop, nasa Deaconess Service daw po, hindi lang nadala.
Alright.
Kung meron pong ibang pagkakataon na magawa yun.
Sayang. Dapat nakapirma na sila ngayon eh. Alright, that is before you. Are you ready to vote? Those who would approve that recommendation to allow Harris Memorial College to raise fund on the tarpaulin boxes, say aye. Mahina. Say aye. Those who are opposed, say nay. Ala.
Salamat po.
Approve. Approve yun. Next.
Ang pangalawa po, to request the Annual Conference Committee on Deaconess Service to lead in the tarpaulin signature campaign.
All right. We just tasked the Alumni Association of the Conference of the Deaconess Service to do that, to implement that action. Sige po, wala na dahil sayang kung dala nyo yun, papipirmahan na natin sila ngayon, makukumpleto na natin yung boxes na yun eh. Anyway, sige po.
Bishop, magbibigay po ng Certificate of Appreciation sa mga churches natin dito sa PAC na nagdaos ng Harris Sunday at special offering. Ang pastor po at deaconess or lay leader, kung pwede pong i-receive itong Certificate of Appreciation. The citation reads, Harris Memorial College, GK Bunyi Street, Dolores, Taytay, Rizal, is honored to present this Certificate of Appreciation for supporting the Harris Ministry or the Ministry of God at Harris Memorial College through the observance of Harris Sunday and giving of special offering. Given this 23rd day of May 2018 at the Central United Methodist Church, Ermita, Manila, during the session of the Philippines Annual Conference, signed by the President, Dr. Cristina N. Manyabat. Local churches po, St. Paul United Methodist Church, Church of the Savior United Methodist Church, the Philippines Annual Conference. Ang PAC po, siguro po ito yung buo na iniremit ng Treasurer ng Philippines Annual Conference para sa Harris
Siguro
offering.
ito po ay offering ng mga local churches na hindi nailagay pangalan. So, nung i-remit ng treasurer, after PAC. Treasurer, nasan si Madam Treasurer?
At ang Muzon United Methodist Church. Muzon po. Maraming salamat po.
Muli, palakpakan po natin ang Harris Memorial College, ang ating nag-iisa at natatanging development center ng deaconesses dito sa Manila. Yeah. Ha? Kakanta sila. O sige po, hindi kompleto ang report ng mga Harisians pagka hindi tumayo ang mga graduates nila. Sige po, please.
Lahat po ng graduate,
po
alumni, at naging faculty at personnel sa Harris Memorial College, samahan niyo po kami dito, kakanta po tayo.
At pati yung incoming mga staff ng Harris na naririto. Ha? Ano? Mga girlfriend daw ng Diaconisa, huwag na kayo tumayo. Yung guidance counselor ng Harris, ba't ayaw tumayo? Yan. Gusto kong kumakanta ka kasi eh. Salamat po. Yan po ang mga diaconisa natin, mga graduates ng Harris Memorial College. Let me call now on the, sino man sa inyo, Board of Pensions o PCC Treasurer? Board of Pensions, let's call on Sister Liz Mariano to render to us a report of the Board of Pensions. Sige po, please proceed.
Grace and peace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you. In behalf of the Philippine Central Conference Board of Pensions, I would like to greet our beloved Bishop Seri and Mrs. Tita Francisco, the district superintendents, pastors, deaconesses, members of this conference, and guests, a beautiful day and a fruitful one. Before you is the status of funds of the Board of Pensions as of December 31, 2017. We now have 1,261 clergies enrolled in the CRPP, the Clergy Retirement and Pension Program, out of a total of 1,773. Clergies give 3% of their basic salary monthly. In our annual conference, there are 74 clergies enrolled in the Clergy Retirement and Pension Program out of 83. May we remind you that those clergies with arrears have been given until December 31, 2019 to update their contributions to be able to receive pension upon retirement. They are supposed to amortize their arrearages together with their current contributions. We wouldn't want any clergy to be left behind. Please see the list in Annex 1. We would like also to call the attention of our clergy, especially the younger ones. Yung mga bata, parang hindi po sila masyadong nagbibigay pansin sa kanilang pension contribution kasi po ang feeling nila, they still have a long way to go bago po sila mag-retire. But let me just share with you yun po mga nangyari po sa ibang annual conferences. In fact, sa Mindanao, sa Davao Episcopal area, meron na pong 3 batang pastor na namatay because of accident. Yung 2 po sa kanila have been giving their contributions. So, nung namatay po sila, ay nabigyan po ang kanilang families were entitled to the burial assistance of 20,000 pesos, and the wives received 70% of their pension, at yung po mga batang below 18 were also given 25% of the pension of the father, wag lang po lalampas sa 100% kasi meron pong mga iba na marami silang anak. Meron naman po isang pastor sa MPAC na wala po siyang binigay kahit na isang contribution. So unfortunately, yun po ay nasa saad sa ating clergy retirement pension program, ay hindi po siya entitled. So, wala po siyang nakuhang pension. Ang family niya ay wala pong natanggap na burial assistance nor pension. Nakakalungkot po, but yun po ang ating program. We know that siguro naman po ito ay does not, I don't know if this is true dito po sa ating annual conference, pero we have clergies receiving 500 pesos or 1,000 pesos. Siguro po ito ay sa mga mission churches, pero in other Episcopal areas, meron po talagang mga pastor na ganun lang po ang tinatanggap. So we are appealing to those who have generous hearts na sila po ay mag-support dun po sa mga ganong pastor na ang kanilang tinatanggap ay ganun lang po kaliit, so that we can also provide for their pension. So if you're interested, meron po kami sinet up na fund para po sa mga pastor who are receiving 1,500 pesos and below, para po yung kanilang contributions will be supported by those donations. So let us know po if you are willing to be part of this. But it's also sad that in our annual conference, only 35 churches out of a total of 64 and 2 district offices and the PCC office, only 35 churches have been giving 7% of the contributions to the clergy retirement and pension program. As of December 2017, we have a total of 358 pensioners, of which 186 are clergy and 172 are the spouses or the beneficiaries. And every year, meron po nadadagdag dito. So we have already, last year we have given close to 8 million pesos for the whole year for the pensions of our clergies and their dependents. Before you is a list of our retired ministers and the dependents or widows. Pakitignan nyo lang po if you know of anyone here na tinawag na po ng Panginoon, because we have experiences in some annual conference. Meron po kaming laman na matagal na pong patay. Meron ng 2 years na patay, and since hindi po kami nasasabihan, we continue to remit their pension, at meron po namang nag-withdraw sa kanilang ATM. So we've been asking annual conferences to help us monitor, kasi ilan lang naman po ang ating staff, and at napakarami po ng ating annual conferences, hindi po talaga namin po na monitor yon. And this year, last year, we had 10 clergies who have gone to their permanent homes. Sila po ay ang families po nila nabigyan nga ng 20,000 pesos na burial assistance, at yung kanilang pong spouses na retired spouses of retired clergy, pag namatay po ay meron din po na kaming binibigay na 10,000 pesos burial assistance. So nung magmula po nung in-start po namin to, ay marami na pong namamatay. At this year, mas marami pong namatay ngayon na spouses na mga retired clergies. And we would like to request our district superintendents and Board of Ordained Ministry Chairman and Secretary and the annual conference Board of Pensions members and chair. Ako po yung chair kasi ng PAC, kaya ako natatawa. Nasuportahan po. Pag merong magre-retire, that yun pong mga requirements that are needed should be supported, should be provided for them. Especially po like sa Board of Ordained Ministries, pag hindi lang po yung kanilang sasabihin na, na retired na po ito, kailangan naka-attach yung service record ng pastor. We've had experiences wherein dun po sa NC PAC, meron pong, there was a clergy who retired last May. Tapos last December, tumawag po siya sa akin and was asking me bakit wala pa daw siyang pension na natatanggap. And when I had her name checked, wala naman po siyang nasubmit. No papers were submitted and we did not even know that she retired. So, ganun po yun. So, kailangan tutulungan ng ating sa Board of Ordained Ministry so that their pension or retirement fund can be processed right away at hindi na po magtagal. And isa din po yun sa reason why we have already our database for the clergy. I think Maribeth was able to distribute copies of what we have, the records that we have of our clergy. Please go over them, i-update nyo po, i-check nyo kung meron pong mali doon, because by the time that you retire, medyo may edad na po kayo, and baka your memory might be not that good anymore. In fact, in Olonga po, meron pong pumunta sa akin isang pastor from another annual conference, although na assigned sa Olonga po, and he was giving me all his documents. And then I said, saan po yung inyong list of your assignments? Kasaan po yung mga records ninyo? And so sinulat niya. Then dito ang pumunta na naman siya sa akin, and he said, 30 lang po, sa 30 years lang po ang natatandaan ko, hindi ko na matandaan. Pero I have served for 40 years, pero hindi ko na matandaan hindi ko na po matandaan, sabi niya, hindi ko na po matandaan yung iba. So 30 lang, sabi ko, Pastor, sabi niya, kayo na lang maghanap. Sabi ko, Pastor, mahirap po namin hanapin because lipat-lipat kayo na annual conference, hindi ho namin alam kung anong journals namin i-check. So sayang din yung 10 years because syempre, we will only base from what we know. Ang pension niyo will be based on the number of years times the existing rate that we have. So, pastors, make sure na ngayon pa lang ho, mga bata pa kayo, that you are always updating your service records. And we had the Holy Week offerings last year. Nakakalungkot po that we only received 96,000 pesos from PAC. We know that during Holy Week, Holy Thursday, and Good Friday, the offerings are supposed to be for our retired workers. At 1/3 is retained in the annual conference, and 2/3 is supposed to be remitted to our PCC treasurer. Half of what is remitted to the PCC treasurer is given to the Deaconess Retirement Fund, and the other half to the Clergy Retirement Fund. Alam niyo naman po na ang Deaconess Retirement Fund is also in need of funds. No? Medyo dwindling na rin yung kanilang kaperahan, just like the Clergy Fund before was also dwindling. So please, we just had our Holy Week last April, so we hope that you have remitted it to the annual conferences, annual conference treasurer for further remittance to the PCC treasurer. We continue to receive 1,000 pesos per year for the workers. Those that are given by the deaconesses are for the Deaconess Retirement Fund, and those given by the clergies are for the Clergy Retirement Fund. And for 2017, we only had one clergy who already has given 4,000 pesos for this. Others, please be reminded that you need to be able to pay 4,000 pesos, which you can do uh, by just contributing 1,000 a year or even less than that until you finish 4,000 pesos. And our churches are supposed to give 150 pesos per year. This is to help us come up with the necessary funds to fill up the past service liability. Our past service liability as of June 2017 has reached 246 million pesos, and every year there is 6.3 million pesos that is added to it. It's 234.6 million pesos in June 2017, and every year meron po nadadagdag dito na 6.3 million pesos. And as of December 2017, we are happy that we have been with our dedicated treasurer, we were able to have a savings of a total of 46 million pesos. And dati po, every time we report, lagi pong wala po tayong savings, lagi pong sinasabi natin that mauubos na ang ating funds for our retired pastors. But now po, nagkakaroon na rin po ng savings tayo. And it is also because of the support of the General Board of Pensions, or WESPAT. They continue to give us $150,000 every year. This is the committed earnings of the $3 million that they also raised for us, which fund is being managed by them. We also have our endowment fund, and we have already invested $2.5 million with WestPath as of August 30, 2017. We still have a balance of almost 500,000 in pesos in our account here. And we also thank our DS Rubinel, who has started giving to the endowment fund. And our Bishop and Mrs. Francisco has been giving in this fund, aside from the insurance that Bishop Seri got, in which the clergy retirement fund is the beneficiary should something happen to him. But we are praying that nothing will happen to him. Wesley 1000 has 1 million pesos invested with WestPath and 1.5 million with Pru Life. As of October 31, 2017, they still have 239,817 pesos and $3,579 in the bank. And last November, we were so blessed and happy to receive 1 million pesos donation for our retirement fund for the clergy from Wesleyan University. We praise God because President Anyag said it will not be the last. The special offerings that or offering for retired clergy that we received here in this annual conference today was 9,715 pesos. The following are restricted funds and are not being used for administrative expenses but are invested. The 3% clergy contributions, the 7% churches contributions, both to the CRPP, the 1,000 pesos per worker, the 150 pesos per member, the endowment fund, and the Wesley 1,000. Our investments with WestPath has earned quite quite a nice, unrealized gain of quite a big sum, because we, in 1 year, our investment of $273,400 had an unrealized gain of $36,553. Mataas po ito, mataas po itong rates ito. So, we have been adding to this. Mas malaki na po ang ating nailalagay dito with WestPath. We try to really transfer our funds with them because of the assurance of bigger earnings, and also for the churches and even the clergy to just feel, be at peace and feel that nothing will go wrong with what they have been contributing. During our annual board meeting of the PCCBOP, we were privileged to have been visited by the Chief Operating Officer of WestPath, Bill Cavanaugh, and Dale Jones, the Managing Director for Church Relations. Every year they come and review with us our systems and procedures, and also they also like visiting retired clergy. We did bring them to HIPAC, that's 100 Islands Philippines Annual Conference, and also in Tahanang Pinagpala in UTS, Dasmariñas. In August, we had the PCCBOP reorganization, and the elected officers for this quadrennium are listed below. Our dream has almost come true. Our dream was that one day the PCC Board of Pensions will be known as PCC Board of Pensions and Health Benefits. Well, part of our dream is now true, has come true, because Mary Johnston Hospital has already informed us that the board has approved that our retired clergy and workers can receive 50% discount in most of what they are offering there. And in fact, even our active workers, pastors and deaconesses, are now being given 40% discount, and members of the United Methodist Church, 20% discount. Is this true, Gam? 20% discount for members of the United Methodist Church. If they get sick, they go to Mary Johnson Hospital. 15, I'm sorry, not 20%, 15%. I stand corrected. And last January 3, 2018, we had a fundraising concert. We presented the Granadosin Brothers with the NAFOUM in a concert called Life Beyond Service at this church. We are so grateful to Central United Methodist Church for supporting us in this, and the Granadosin Brothers performed all for free together with their nephew and niece. And also, we had a special participation of the Abadisho family from Ferry Park United Methodist Church. We also came out with a souvenir program kasi alam naman po namin that if we will just raise funds from the ticket sales, maliit lang po ang aming makikitain. So we came out with a souvenir program, asked for advertisements, and our target was 1 million pesos. Right now, we have collected. We have collected about 800,000, and we are still collecting from the other advertisers and those who got tickets from us. Nakakalukot lang po that there are, there is a church that did not support us because sabi raw po ay may nagsabi po sa kanila na madami na raw pong pera ang clergy fund. Ang Board of Pensions, madami na silang pera, hindi nyo na kailangan supportahan. Hindi nyo na kailangan supportahan. So, we were not able to collect from the letters that we sent them because yun po ang naging sabi sa kanila ng isang member nila. Alam niyo po, I just would like to appeal to you. Alam niyo po kami, we have been trying our best na lumaki ang ating funds, yung pong pati sa endowment, pati po sa ating Wesley 1000 because ang tinatanggap lang po ng mga pastor natin, retired pastors, ay based on 800 pesos per year of service. Kaya po per quarter, meron pong tumatanggap dyan ng 6,000, meron tumatanggap ng 4,000 per quarter. So magkano lang po yun sa isang buwan? May 1,000 something. Kami po sa makakapal na po yung mukha namin kahingi-hingi. Kasi po naaawa po kami sa gusto namin mapalaki. Pero kung meron po mga nagsasalita ang gano'n, nakakalungkot po. Sa akin po, example lang po, si Davidson sa pag nakita niya, hinahanap ko siya. Tapos sabi niya, na naman, kasi may hihingin ako. Alam niya, may hihingin ako. Mga donation, mga Pero hindi po kami nahihiyang manghingi kasi po, hindi naman po ito para sa aming sarili, para po sa ating mga pastor. Kaya lang po, masakit lang po na may maririnig kami na gano'n na meron pa pong nagsasabi na hindi dapat suportahan itong aming ginagawa. Nagpapasalamat po kami. We are so grateful to Mrs. Tita Francisco. Siya po ay talagang ang laking tulong niya sa amin nung pong meron kaming concert, fundraising concert. Siya po ay nangilak ng mga advertisements po para masuportahan po itong ating fundraising. Kami po, when we have our meetings, hindi po kami kumukuha ng pera para sa aming mga meals, sa aming mga expenses. Hindi po kami kumukuha ng pera sa sa Board of Pensions. Ang Panginoon ay nagbibigay sa amin ng support kung saan para panggastos namin na hindi kinukuha sa funds ng Board of Pensions. Sorry po if nagiging emotional lang po ako. Kaya talaga po naging mabigat po sa amin. Yung naging talagang nagdala ng malaking kalungkutan sa amin nung meron kaming na-feel na parang kinukontra po yung aming ginagawa para po sa ating clergy retirement fund. Last Christmas, talaga pong we thank God that nakapag-ipon-ipon po nakahanap kami sa tulong din po ng ating treasurer na makapagbigay kami ng 1,000 pesos sa bawat retired clergy at ang kanilang beneficiary. Alam po namin that this is just a small amount, but we hope that kahit na paano po, ito po ay nakapagbigay sa kanila ng kasiyahan, na sana ay sila naman ay napangiti kahit na maliit lang po itong bagay nito. Truly the task before us is insurmountable. We are not discouraged, but instead, we are challenged as we focus in God's sustaining grace. Join us in our endeavor of caring for those who serve and enjoy a daily dose of God's immeasurable blessings. Because of God's great love, we are not consumed, for His compassion never fails. They are new every morning. Great is His faithfulness. Lamentations 3, verses 22 and 23. Bishop, this ends our report. We only have 3 reiterations.
All right, that's the report of the Board of Pensions. Any motion to accept the report? Yes, Brother Dave.
Bishop and members of the conference, I move to accept the report of our Board of Pension with appreciation.
Thank you. Any question? Do you have any query? Yes, Attorney.
Bishop and members of the conference, gusto ko lang magtanong dun sa kapatid natin na nahiwalay, AIM. Halimbawa si D.S. Martinez, noon nag-claim siya, di ba? Nag-ahin pa yata ng demanda. Ano po nangyari doon?
Actually po, meron nga pong hearing ako sa June 1. kasi dinemanda po niya ako.
Anong posisyon natin doon? Hindi sila entitled.
Hindi po natin, kaya hininto po natin because at that time when he retired, ang ating pong, iba po ang ating programa noon. Lahat po ng binibigay natin was kung sa, ano po yung natitira nating fund na wala pong contribution. So it was an appreciation sa kanila pong pag-serve sa church natin. Ngayon, how can we continue to appreciate, how can we appreciate someone na siya pong naninira pa sa ating iglesia? That's why we stop yun pong pension niya.
Tama po yun. Pangalawang tanong po, ano ba yung tatanungin ko? Yung mga nakakalungkot yung pinalita ninyo kanina, na pati sa ating mga miyembro, patay na, gusto pang kumuha. Hindi kaya tularan natin yung gawain sa SSS na meron silang card. And you have to update your card periodically in order to enable you na magkaroon pa kayo ng pensyon. Tininig nila kung sino patay na o ano.
Ginagawa po natin
ginagawa
yun.
na.
Opo.
Pangatlong tanong na po. Pangatlo. Bago ko umupo.
Sige po.
Pacquiao. Na-mention ninyo, natutuwa ako dun sa binibigay ng Mary Johnson Hospital. Narinig ko sa inyo. May programa sila. Meron tayo din hospital sa Wesleyan University. Yan ba yung nag-alok din? Na ganang benefits?
Wina-work out po ng Wesleyan University at meron po silang sinabi na siguro ni President Anyag na pwede na sigurong yung kanilang mga consultation tsaka yung mga laboratory tests ay baka po makuha yun ng libre. So, pero wina-work out pa niya kung ano po talaga yung package siya pwede ibigay.
Wina-work out na po yan. Yes, Madam Mildred. Magkatabi kayo ni Attorney pero nanggagabay kayo pareho.
Hindi po. Kasi nadinig ko lang kay Attorney na si Pastor Martinez ay nasa AIM. Sa kaalaman ho niyong lahat, hindi ho yun. Si Pastor Martinez po ay may sariling independent church yun sa kanya.
Wala sa AIM.
Hindi po siya pumasok sa AIM. At hindi po siya hindi tinatanggap. Hindi siya inaakit ng AIM. Kaya ko po alam yon, sabi ko nga sa inyo, siguro maraming nakakaalam sa inyo, nasa amin ang AIM. Pero ako ho mismo, hindi kinukuha ng AIM. Kami mag-anak. Ang headquarters ho nila ay nasa aming building. To make it clear. Okay. Wala pong ganon. Walang ganunan. At ang mga kasama ho ni Pastor Martinez ay yung ating kapatid sa pananampalataya na UMC. In fact, nung birthday ko ho,
Sandali.
Yeah, sinasabi ko lang ho na yung si Pastor Martinez at saka yung UMC ay hanggang ngayon magkakasama pa rin. Pero sila ay nagtatag ng sarili nilang church na Flaming Bush.
Alright. Sige po. Salamat po. That's an information. Alright. Any question with regards to the report? Let's focus on the report. Si Pastor Genesis, patapos si Ma'am Presi, and then last si Attorney Carlos.
Hello po, Bishop, at saka lahat ng mga members ng conference. Gusto ko lang pong ikuan po yung Parañaque Central, ma'am.
Okay.
At for the first time na itong conference year na ito, ay nakapagbigay na po sila ng kanilang 7% po, ma'am. Yung Parañaque Central po.
Parañaque
At
Central.
nakapagpasimula na po sila.
So,
Paki-update po. Second one, ma'am, napansin ko lang, inquiry lang, yung sa kabuuan po ng mga 3% ng mga pastor, ay yun lang yata ang nag-appear dito. Ano, ma'am? Yung the whole contribution namin ng 3%. Ang tanong ko lang, ma'am, saan po napunta po yung 7% naman po, ma'am? Na parang doon sa church namin na pinaglilingkuran po. Kasi hindi siya counted doon sa name namin. Kumbaga, parang ganun, ma'am, ang kuwan ko. Tama po ba, ma'am? Parang yung 3% lang po ng kabuuan ng binayaran namin, ang counted lang po sa name namin. Ang tanong ko lang po, yung 7% naman po na ibinibigay ng local church, Samantalang nandun po kami, saan po na-counted po, ma'am?
Okay.
Okay. Yun pong 7% ng mga iglesia po, sama-sama po yun po ay para sa lahat ng mga kapastoran. Hindi po sa particular na pastor. Ganun po yun. So lahat po ng ating mga pastor ay they enjoy something from our whole church.
Okay, si Ate Presi and then si Attorney Carlos.
Bispo at miyembro ng komperensyang ito, kanina po sa ulat ng ating chairperson ay nabanggit niya na mayroong isang pastor na retired na hindi pa nakakakuha ng kanyang pensyon. Ang kumamarapatin po, sana po lahat ng pastor sa Central Conference ay magkaroon po tayo ng database ng service record upang maging madali ang pagtingin natin sa record ng mga manggagawa nang sila ay makatanggap ng kanilang kaukulang pensyon. Salamat po.
Salamat po.
Meron po tayong database, kaya yun nga po ang sinasabi namin na i-update, i-check nila kung may mali, i-update para po by the time na nag-retire sila, mas madali na naming ma-check. So we have
In progress yung database system. Attorney Carlos.
Good morning, Bishop and fellow delegates. Ang katanungan ko lang po, Madam, ay tungkol po sa expenses po dito, sa page 1. Siguro hindi lang po ako ang gustong ma-educate dito, kundi siguro karamihan po dito. Una po, yung payment of claims para po sa mga workers ho yun, di ba?
po.
Doon po sa expenses po.
Yes po.
Yung payment of claims in the amount of 7 million para po sa mga pensioners.
Opo.
Yung Christmas bonus po, para din sa kanila yun.
Yes.
Yung burial benefit na 295, para din sa mga...
Yes, opo.
Para sa namatay lang yun.
Opo. Sa BOP, database updating, kanino po yun? Which amounts to 342,000.
Teka, hintayin po natin yung treasurer, yung PCC treasurer po natin, siya rin po ang treasurer ng Board of Pensions.
Okay. Sige po.
Salamat po. Attorney, yun po ang ginagastos sa pag-update ng ating service record ng ating mga pastor. So ito po ay grant galing sa WESPAT or sa General Board of Pensions.
Binabayaran po sa isang tao, dalawang tao?
Meron po tayong staff. Nandito po si Maribet. Nasaan si Maribet?
So staff ang binabayaran
yes
po?
Opo. At saka yung mga gastos po niya dahil pumupunta po siya sa lahat ng conferences.
Okay. Salamat po. Tapos yung BOP concert, okay na ho yun. Tapos yung pong GBOP staff support na 288,000, mga staff din po yun.
Opo.
Composed of how many?
7.
Yearly po yun.
Opo.
And then, yung administrative expenses po ng 894,000 a year, kanino po napupunta ho yun?
Doon po sa administrative expenses natin. Hindi lang sa staff, pati yung kanilang mga benefits. Kasama po dito yung pag-travel, pagre-report sa iba't ibang mga conferences. Lahat po na administrative expenses.
Na-incur po sa mga
yes po.
Mga staff
may kasama po sa staff support. Yes po.
Okay, at least salamat po for the information.
Thank you. All right, let's dispose now with the report, and I'll just want to reiterate the appeal na lahat ay maging miyembro ng programang ito sapagkat pagdating ng panahon ayokong sisisihin natin ng iglesia na walang ginawa sa atin. Ano po, kahapon, I received a text from Bishop Torrio. He was requesting a prayer for DS Roderick Remando. In the morning, I received a text, and in the evening, I received a text that he expired. Namatay na po. Batang-bata po yung DS na yon. Kaya mga DS, careful. Huwag kayo magpapa-stress. All right, the motion before us is to accept the report of Board of Pensions. Those who would approve the report, say aye. Those who are opposed to the same, say nay. It is done. All right, salamat po. Yung pong kanilang
May
reiteration.
reiterations po kami.
Yung reiteration po, inaano lang sa atin na patuloy nating tugunan yung appeal ng Board of Pensions so that yung effort ng ating mga kapatid na ito na volunteer naman sila, makompensate naman ng inspiration from us. That's the essence of the reiteration.
Bishop, gusto ko lang din pong ipaalam kay attorney na dun po sa administrative expenses, hindi po ako tumatanggap ng sweldo. Wala po akong tinatanggap na sweldo or honorarium. Kaya hindi po Gusto ko lang po iklaro yun. Bishop, meron po kaming certificate of appreciation.
Sige po, gusto po natin kilalanin yung nakakumpleto ng 4,000. Reverend Felipa Jacinto. Reverend Felipa. For paying in full the BOP fundraising project, 1,000 per worker per year for 4 years as financial support to the payment of pension benefits of existing pensioners given during the 108th regular session of the Philippines Annual Conference on May 22 to 24, Central United Methodist Church. Si Pastor Pepo. Wala po. Reverend Joel Reyes, siya po ay retired na, and Reverend Chotimo Falia. Dito po ba siya? Wala. Apo. Yan, mga retired.
Thank you po.
Mga kapatid, it's 12:23. Gusto niyo bang tapusin mo na yung report ng treasurer?
Maikli lang po itong aking ulat.
Let's have lunch now. I need a motion to extend the time. Yes, Pastor, Brother Manny.
Bishop and members of the conference, yun lang pong hiling ko kanina na to
Sige.
promote yung sinasabi ko po. Yung National Laity Congress, yung 13th National Laity Congress, ito po mga laiko at mga pastor din kung gusto nyo pong sumama, ay iniimbitahan po namin kayo, inaanyayahan po kayo na dumalo dito sa 13th National Laity Congress na gagawin po sa Davao City on August 16 to the 18th. Ito po that jives with the Kadayawan Festival po sa Davao City. So ito yung lugar na napag-usapan natin noon. At ang venue ay po sa Rockenshire Hotel and Recreational Center. We have already booked and have gotten the place exclusively for the Laity Congress. Ang registration po, we're able to negotiate it at 3,500 for 2 days, inclusive everything. Maliban po sa airfare po. Bahala na po kayo sa airfare. So yun po.
I-post nyo na lang po kasi
Opo, salamat po.
hindi matatanda. So akala ko magmo-motion ka to extend the time let me ask the body, do you want to hear the PCC report or shall we have our lunch? If sige, Pastor Pearl.
Bishop and members of the conference, I move to extend the time for the report of the CFA.
Until the PCC Treasurer's report is finished.
Yes, the PCC Treasurer.
All right, that is before you. Those who would support that motion, say aye. Those who oppose, say nay. 5 minutes. Sige po. Make it quick.
Fellow United Methodists of the Philippines Annual Conference led by Bishop Seri and Dr. Tita Francisco, Reverend D.S. Igmedio Domingo, Reverend D.S. Robert Parcasio, Reverend Supervising Elder Romy Mangubat, my dear co-workers, sisters and brothers in the Lord, grace and peace to you all in the name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Let us thank the Lord for His wonderful gifts and blessings showered upon us, which exceeds financial and material resources. The past year was another testimony to God's sustaining grace and guidance as we all participated in the support of the growing mission and ministries of the whole United Methodist Connection. The attached financial statements and schedules are reflective of the generous provision of God to the Philippine Central Conference. We would like to encourage all local churches of PAC, together with your dedicated church workers and lay members, to participate in upholding our mutual accountability. Remember that the one who supplies seed for planting and bread for eating will supply and multiply your seed and will increase your crop, which is righteousness. You will be made rich in every way so that you can be generous in every way. Such generosity produces thanksgiving to God through us. 2 Corinthians 9:10-11. An account of our financial and connectional stewardship. The financial stewardship of the Philippine Central Conference is indeed a sacred task, and it is our privilege and responsibility to render to you an account of our connectional giving performance for 2017. A. The audited financial statements for 2017 report an unqualified opinion in the presentation of the financial position of the Philippine Central Conference issued by an independent auditor from E.M. Molina Consultancy. It is found on Annex A, pages 4-9. B. Central Administration Fund, CAF, is found on Annex B, page 10, presents the report of the collective support of all the annual conferences in the operations and programs of the Philippine Central Conference. The total CAF budget for 2017 totals 1,295,895, which is 83% of the 1.55 million annual budget. And this is 25% higher compared to 2016 performance of a little more than 900,000, which is only 58% collection rate. C. Retired Workers Fund. This apportionment provides for the support of the Board of Pensions in taking care of our retired clergy. And total collections for 2017, found on Annex C, page 11, amounts to almost 500,000, which includes collection of arrearages from the past quadrennium. D. Status of BOP funds summarizes the receipts and expenses of the Board of Pensions. This was reported to you earlier by Ms. Liz Pajaro Mariano, the very dedicated and generous chairperson of the board. Letter E. General Conference Apportion Fund, or GCAP. Starting last 2017, all central conferences have been given a more equitable sharing in the General Administration Fund and the Episcopal Fund, based on the formula that takes into consideration the number of professing members per annual conference and the gross domestic product, or GDP, per capita in relation to the US. Ito pong computation na ito ay ginawa ng GCFA, the General Council on Finance and Administration. So the share of the Philippine Central Conference is allocated to the 3 episcopal area, and they were authorized by the Central Conference last 2016 session to receive payments for the GCAP apportionments. However, the status of collections of the General Conference Apportion Fund received by the PCC is found on Annex E, page 13. Our total collection for the Manila Episcopal area is 362,019, which we have remitted to the GCFA in the amount of $4,750. The collections for Baguio and Davao area were released to their respective offices. It is very sad to note that we have not received any remittance from the mother of all conferences out of our total connectional share of 637,884 for Central Administration Fund, Retired Ministers Fund, and General Conference Apportion Funds for 2017. Narinig po natin ito sa report ng CFK kanina na hindi po tayo bayad for almost 2 years na sa ating mga Central Conference obligations. So let us recover our leadership. Ito po ay encouragement sa atin sa PAC. Let us recover our leadership in the Philippine Central Conference by becoming faithful stewards of our connectional accountability, believing that God provides generously for every kind of good work. Letter F, support to institutions and agencies. Designated giving for 2017 amounts to almost 400,000, which is higher by 33% compared to last year. These are second-mile giving in support of our institutions, special projects, and various causes, as presented in Annex F, page 14. Letter G, UMC Headquarters Renovation Project. We are happy to inform you that the third floor of the UMC building designated for PCC offices was finally dedicated last December 4, 2017, with Bishop Seri and Bishop Rudy Juan officiating the blessing. Located also at the same floor is the Grace Prayer Room, a project spearheaded by the Victoria Rivera families, which was dedicated last February 3, 2018. The status of funds is detailed on Annex G, page 15, which shows that we need to raise more funds to continue with this project. We are grateful to Bishop Seri and Bishop Pete for designating their area share in the PCU Mission Grant for 2017 to the UMC Building Renovation Project, as well as other donors who generously contributed to this worthy undertaking. We covet your continued support and financial assistance to complete this project. And we are so happy that we have the support of Reverend Paul Kong, soon to be admitted to the PAC. He has expressed his full support to this UMC renovation project. In conclusion, let us offer the highest thanksgiving to God for His amazing love and infinite blessing to all of us and to His beloved church. We are so privileged to participate in the building of His kingdom as His servants and fellow workers. Whatever we give in His name will certainly multiply in countless ways to reach out to others in need and to bring the light of God's presence in the communities where we are sent. May our faithful stewardship bear witness to the love of Christ in our lives for the glory of His precious name. That ends our report, Bishop.
All right, the report is before you. Any motion to accept the report? Yes, Brother Dave.
Bishop and members of the conference, I move to accept the report of our treasurers with
All right.
appreciation.
Do you have any question? I will entertain 2 questions. Yes, Brother Pastor Pineda.
Ito po hindi naman po tanong, Obispo. Doon po sa ulat ng ating PCC Treasurer, page 2, sa letter E sa bandang huli, yung it is very sad to note that we have not received any remittance. Kasi po, ako po mga 3 or 4 years ago, ang aming retired ministers fund offering ay dinidiretso ko po diretso sa PCC. Pero may nag-advise po sa akin na dapat idaan muna sa Philippines Annual Conference. Nakita ko naman po sa report kanina ng PAC Treasurer, marami-rami rin naman po mga simbahan na nag-remit ng kanilang retired ministers fund. So, bakit po hindi na i-remit sa PCC?
Bishop, sagutin ko
Yep,
po.
sige po.
Hindi po ito retired ministers fund. Yun po ay inireport kanina ng Board of Pensions. Yung sinasabi po natin hindi nabayaran ng PAC ay yung connectional obligation. Central Administration Fund, Retired Workers Fund, at saka yung General Conference Apportion Fund. 3 po ito na connectional obligation na for 2 years ay hindi po nakabayad. At kasama po yan doon sa inulat kanina ng CFA. Kaya kailangan po natin talagang mag-double time para mabayaran tong ating mga... Previously po, the previous quadrenniums, lagi pong bayad ang PAC. Ayan, yan po.
Okay, last question. If there is any, if none, those who would approve the report of the PCC Treasurer, please lift your hands. Those who are opposed to the same, it is approved. Do you have any recommendations?
Thank you po, Bishop.
None? Wala. Sige po, mga kapatid, salamat po. Let's go on recess. And let's come back at 1:30. Can we make it for 1 hour? Our lunch for 1 hour? Alright, sige po mga kapatid. Announcement daw muna. Sige. Yes, sige.
Tinatawagan ko po yung mga babaeng pastor, clergy women, let us organize. After lunch po, dito tayo para mag-organize po tayo. Mga babaeng pastor na magaganda ng PAC.
Alright. Sige po. Yun lang mga babae, ha? O, sige. Yes, sige, Judge. And then Wag muna pa kayong lumabas, hindi pa tapos, merong announcement sila.
Attention po yung mga members ng Nominations Committee. Mag-meet po tayo after lunch po. Siguro mga 1:15 dito po. Pwede po ba? Members of the Nominations Committee.
Sige po. Yes. Please proceed to the microphone so we can hear you. And then after nito, hilingin ko lang si Pastor De La Peña to
Bishop,
lead us in prayer.
announcement po doon sa Committee on Lay Servant Ministries, magmi-meeting po tayo ng alauna. Dito sa area kanina, kahapong pinagmitingan.
Sa tabi ng piano. Sige.
Yun pong PAC, Board of Pensions po, mag-meet tayo ng 1:15 dito din po sa area na to.
Sige po. Alright, wala na. Sige po.
Good afternoon, Bishop. Announcement lang po para sa mga clergy spouses. Kung maaari po na maiwan muna dito within 5 minutes meeting. Thank you po.
Sige po. Kung wala na, ay sige, meron pa sa likod. Maraming announcement, ano?
Lahat po ng Deaconesses, sa Garcia Hall po tayo magkikita-kita. Doon po tayo magla-lunch.
Sambay Garcia Hall.
Sa likod po sa may preschool.
Sa may puno ng langka. Sige. Yes, wala na. Kung wala na, tayo po'y tumindig and may request Pastor Sunny De La Peña to please lead us in prayer.
Sige po, tayo po ay manalangin. O Diyos na makapangyarihan sa lahat, buong puso kaming nagpupuri at nagpapasalamat sa kalahating araw na aming session ng Panginoon sa pangunguna ng aming minamahal na Obispo Francisco Dios. Tunay nga po na ang bawat isa ay may cooperation sa patuloy na pagtakbo ng aming komperensya, Panginoon. Dinadalangin namin na patuloy na lumago ang bawat iglesia, churches sa bawat lugar, maging sa Batangas at sa Metro Manila, Panginoon. Dinadalangin namin ang mga supporters, ng mga members, at kayo din yung mga patuloy na susuporta pa. At ang nawa ang mga pastor ay maging masigasig sa paglilingkod. At sa tanghaling ito kami ay tatanggap ng iyong biyaya, O Diyos, ay mabusog kami at maging malakas muli sa hapon session na ito. To God be the glory. This is our prayer, Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Sige po, enjoy your lunch.